Remember, the rental properties are meant to fund the travel. This isn't the fun part. This is the part that kind of sucks, to be honest, but it's all worth it when you get that check in the mail and you don't really have to do much work after you get everything set up and after you deal with all the work. From start to finish, just to make it really easy and simple, it took 2 months to get possession of the house. I put the notice on the tenant's door on October 1st. October 4th, I entered in the eviction complaint. Gave them 5 business days to respond. The hearing was eventually set for November 12th. So after they responded within those 5 days, on the 5th day, business day they responded, the judge set it about 3 weeks out on November 12th. They filed a 1-week emergency extension. That put us to November 19th. After they defaulted, judge gave them 2 days, so November 21st they had to deposit into the court registry the rent amount. They didn't. I put in my motion for default, and it took about a week over the Thanksgiving holiday. I actually got my default judgment. I think it was December 2nd. We're counting, we have to omit weekends. So from start to finish, just to make it really easy and simple, it took 2 months to get possession of. So if there's any question or dispute about rent, regardless of the merit or basis, all the rent has to go into the registry. When you fail to do that, it results in a final judgment for possession. One thing I learned about dealing with this eviction process, I had to write this final judgment. You basically write it in a Word document for the judge to sign. I guess the judge's assistant gets it and reviews it, puts it in front of the judge, and he just signs right here. I had to write all this up. So you have to learn how to write motions, how to write judgments. Like, you have to put a cover page over this. There's a little bit involved, but you basically have to do everything yourself. The judge is not going to write the judgment for you. You have to write it for the judge. That's not something that's in the rules. I guess that's just how they roll. But so that's one thing. So right now we got judgment of possession, and of course I had to write this too. This is a motion, and I submitted a judgment for order to set hearing for the judge to sign. I didn't print that out. But this is the motion for the damages. So remember, there's 2 parts to the eviction process. 1, you have to get possession of the property. That's where you kick them out and get judgment of possession and writ of possession if you need the sheriff to kick them out. Number 2, you have to go through the damages portion of the eviction process. So number 1, you get them out. Number 2, you get a judge or a court basically to render judgment on the exact amount that they owe you. Third part of that, which I assume would be collection. That's going to be interesting. That's going to be fun to figure out how to locate them, how to serve them, how to garnish wages or freeze. That's going to be. I expect not to get paid, to be honest. You go in with your expectations low, is what I've learned. Stay flexible and be patient. What a lesson this has been. But more to come. We'll keep you posted if you're interested in this type of thing. Remember, the rental properties are meant to fund the travel. This isn't the fun part. This is the part that kind of sucks, to be honest. But it's all worth it when you get that check in the mail and you don't really have to do much work after you get everything set up and after you deal with all the work. But there's moments in between where it's actually pretty nice, believe it or not. So more to come.